Welcome to Tiny NH House. It's mid-November and I'm making a quick day trip today to deliver my two new IBC totes. I picked them up a couple days ago at home and I cleaned them out over the last couple days. They had sunflower oil in them. So I got them all clean and strapped into the truck, and now I'm going to back it up into the behind the cabin backyard and use my pieces 2x6 to help me get those off and just put in the backyard for the time being. It's drizzly today, kind of a nasty day in the 40s, but could be snow, so can't complain. Well, I got the truck in the backyard. I got some 2x6s up to help me slide these off, and I just finished untying the ropes that were holding these down. I had two separate ropes on each tank, just as a double safety precaution. I swear on this project, the number of hours I spent tying and untying knots and tying things in the back of the truck has really added up. Just for instance, for these tanks, I picked them up at my buddy's house. I had to tie them up then, got them home, untied them, cleaned them out, put them back in the truck, tied them up again, and now that they're delivered, we're all set. I was trying to remember the last time I had the truck up in the backyard, and I think it was when I delivered the wood stove for the cabin, which is right over here, and that window on the right, that was an opening all the way down to the floor, and that's where we got I winched the wood stove in using block and tackle and some inclined planes. That was fun. All right, let's slide these off. That's how it's done. I gotta pause now for a rain break. So, successful delivery of my totes. So, as you know, I've got two of these down in the basement, and these two are going to go up in the woods there. So that green piece of plywood is right next to the well. So up in that clearing there above the hill in the trees, I'll put these tanks up there, and then I'll fill them up from the well, and then I can gravity feed from these down to the tanks in the basement, and always keep these topped off for the dry season. So that was my little wood pile. You've seen videos before of when I put this together. Well, I decided today just to put a tarp around two sides of it, keep out some of the rain. Still trying to figure out how to keep my wood dry. I tried covering it with a tarp 2 years ago. That didn't work at all. All my wood was waterlogged from the moisture that it kept in. So I've seen people just put tarps on the top to protect the top row, but still when the wind blows, the rain in from the side gets wet. So figure this is something quick and easy. I can still have access to it. Yeah, I don't have any firewood to speak of. I got delayed this fall cutting. Over here I've got a bunch of logs to cut up. They've been seasoning for 3 or 4 years now. So I gotta cut those and split them. They'll be in better shape. And then it's a couple trees in back here. The one, you see the well and the green piece of plywood. Oh, the one right between those two, that's dead. So I should probably take that down. So hopefully this will keep my wood dry and keep me from freezing. Oh, and on the trip up today, I picked up one of these Big Buddy Mr. Heaters for the cabin. I had to buy it up in New Hampshire because they wouldn't ship it to me in Massachusetts. Some fire laws down there. So I picked that up this morning on the way up to the cabin here. Picked it up at Tractor Supply. They had it all ready for me. So this is the Big Buddy heater that I just picked up today. It's good size. Looks solid construction. I haven't fired it up yet because I'm going back tonight. And I ordered a hose to connect to a 20-pound propane tank anyway. But it takes 4D batteries for the igniter. So this unit has settings for 4,000, 9,000, 18,000 BTUs of heat. My plan up here is just to use it to warm the cabin up while the wood stove gets going. The wood stove takes a couple hours to really get the temperature up here, and in the meantime I'll use this to get the chill off. There's a on either side there are doors. You can see these here. There's a door on either side where the propane tank goes in. Get my flashlight. At the top there is a regulator, and the 1-pound tank's attached to that. And then behind it, that brass fitting, that's a quick disconnect coupling for the hose that I've ordered. And the hose will attach there and then over to the tank. So that's what that is. I believe this, yeah, the regulator flips up out of the way. So I can attach the hose there. And basically that's all there is to it. So in a couple weeks I'll give you a report of how this thing works. Several friends of mine have these and they both like them, so I'm sure I'm going to like it too. So here's the back of the cabin on a dreary, drizzly November day, but a successful day nonetheless. Thanks for watching. Be safe out there.